Alrighty, how's things? Name's Rainfall. I did a stream a while back showing a little bit of Vengeance Demon Hunter PvP, and for some reason, people have been going back and watching that. I didn't really cover PvP as well as I could have during that stream, so it was a really long one, and there wasn't a whole hell of a lot of PvP during it, so people didn't quite like that. So I'm going to go ahead and come back and revisit Vengeance Demon Hunter the Tank PvP and go ahead and give you the caveat of this doesn't work for high rating. I'm doing Arena 2v2s on this character. I'm going to do that in just a little bit, and I'll show you my rating thus far in... where is it at? In 2v2 is 1272. The highest I've been is 1300. 1319, actually. There is no way that you are going to get the mount with this character unless you play thousands and thousands of games. It's just not a feasible thing to use, but it's fun. It's fun to be able to make something that's not supposed to work. So I'm going to be showing you what I've been doing, and we're going to take a look at that. The talents for this are a little bit different from like your dungeons and your rating talents. I've got still Agonizing Flames, Burning Alive, Spirit Bomb Fracture, but I've got Quickened Sigils instead of Sigil of Chains because in 2v2 Sigil of Chains is completely meaningless. You don't need Sigil of Chains. The only real thing that makes a Vengeance Demon Hunter viable for PvP, especially 2v2, is their speed and the fact that if you go with the Kyrian Covenant, you can get Elysian Decree, which is your only real method of causing any damage. So you want to be able to cast that as fast as possible. And if you've watched my previous stream and you saw me trying to fight in that, you would notice that anytime I cast this, because at the time I didn't know that I needed Quickened Sigils, I thought I needed Sigil of Chain still. Anytime I cast this, people would step out of it. So you need Quickened Sigils so that you can instantaneously cast that. And there's no reason to grip the two enemies together. Realistically, whenever you're playing Arena 2v2 with this guy, you need your enemies separated because you've got to have one of them pushed to the side while you're focusing on the other. So you don't need them together. You need them separated, which is why you've got your Imprison, and that's why you've got your Illidan's Grasp, and also this Trinket, which I'll be talking about in a second, Intrusive Thought Cage from the Lords of Dread. You need to have your enemies separated, and Sigil of Chains is completely counteractive to that. Okay, demonic. Obviously, you're gonna have demonic. Obviously, you're gonna have last resort. That's nothing special. Jagged spikes. For a while, I tried Tormentor, but I noticed I really wasn't taunting the enemy that we were fighting very early on in the match. It kind of there's no real reason to have this realistically. It doesn't give you that much of a damage buff, and for the first little bit of the fight, you're really trying to CC one of the guys rather than attacking them outright. Tormentor really doesn't help, but you are going to be getting hit a lot. So Jagged Spikes definitely help. Returning the physical damage equal to 30% of the damage taken back to the person attacking you, that can really help if you're fighting, obviously, a melee class. Sigil Mastery reduces the cooldowns of the sigils. That's huge because you want to be able to cast Elysian Decree as often as you can. Sigil of Misery and Sigil of Silence are definitely beneficial as well for a lot of different situations, but this is your biggest, well, you're really only your method of damage as a Vengeance Demon Hunter is to use the Elysian Decree. And then you've got your Illidan's Grasp, which you definitely want to be using. Like I say, you have to separate your enemies, and Illidan's Grasp is one of your three main methods of doing that. Illidan's Grasp, and then Imprison, and Sigil of Misery. You've got to be able to provide some kind of CC utility to your duo. Those are your three main methods of doing that. You've got to have Illidan's Grasp, there's no question. Beyond that, what we got? I'll show you the conduits. The conduits, I really haven't put a whole lot of thought into these too terribly much, like separating between raids, dungeons, and then PvP. Obviously, Immolation Aura, I want that because that helps me with some damage. Ravenous Consumption, because that is something that I'll be using a little bit. I will be using Consume Magic whenever I get an opportunity. Because obviously that refunds Fury, but also you don't want whatever healing ability it is that your enemy has on them to be healing them. I didn't really pick the path specifically either. Like Resilient Plumage, do you really need fall damage protection as a demon hunter? Like we're kind of immune to fall damage for the most part. This ability is completely pointless. The main reason you go with Mechanicos is because of your File of Serenity automatically being consumed, which is it's fantastic to have that. Also, damaging a new enemy grants haste. That you really don't notice. You notice this a little bit. I'm not going to go too deep into that, but you'd rather have that than this. I mean, that's all I could say about that is you'd rather have your spectrometer than your retroactive refitting or reactive retrofitting, one of those things. And then the main thing about going with Mechanicos, besides just the automatically consuming the file of Serenity, is that you get a boost to your Elysian Decree, which you gotta have. And then Condensed Atmosphere, that's just important self-healing. Also, this is important self-healing, reducing your cooldown of your Fell Devastation, that's huge. And then Repeat Decree, you gotta have that for causing additional damage with your Elysian Decree. You've got to boost your Elysian Decree as much as you can. Fell Devastation healing you for more. Alright, so there's the conduits. My headphones just beeped, so I'm going to plug them in, and then I'm going to get into some arenas. Oh, I needed to show you the trinket, the intrusive thought cage, real quick. Also, I need to put on my PvP no stun trinket, the anti-stun trinket. That's also really critical because what a lot of teams will do whenever they see that there's a tank, they'll try to stun the tank, CC him infinitely, and then kill the DPS so that they can then just focus on killing the tank. And so you gotta have the PvP trinket, and I think I have it in my bag. Yes, I do. Okay, put that there. Put this over here because I'm not going to be using that. Okay, so Intrusive Thought Cage is another one of your CCs that you can get just in this expansion. The only way you could use this class for PvP is in expansion. Whenever you're playing as a tank, you can only play in Shadowlands pretty much. There's really no viable way to play this class and this specialization in any other expansion, I don't believe, based on what I've studied from these guys for previous expansions. Intrusive Thought Cage from the Lords of Dread and Sepulchre, the first ones, causes a fear effect after its cast time is over. And that is pretty huge. You want another ability to CC. PvP, as you know, is all about CC. So having this, first of all, draining 25,160 health over 6 seconds is fantastic. Increases your dodge rating by 308. And then whenever the effect ends, it causes an additional 3,000 damage. Obviously, this is going to be affected by your stats. Regardless, it horrifies not just the enemy that you were targeting with this trinket, but also if the other guy is standing too close, they both get feared. That's huge. I love this trinket. This trinket has won me some fights in this game. It's beautiful. Obviously, you want your Cosbreak Aspirant's Medallion. You want to be able to break yourself out of CC if you wind up in that situation. And I'm going to go ahead and put this over on the 9 button. I've got both my legendaries. Elysian Decree, shattering 2 additional soul fragments. Soul Cleave, reducing the cooldown of Elysian Decree by 2 seconds every time it's cast. That is really big. Like I say, you've got to boost your Elysian Decree as much as you can. I've got the 5-piece tier set, which is just fantastic for self-healing. I love the tier set for the Vengeance Demon Hunter. It's beautiful. I'm so glad they brought back tier sets. I started during BFA, so I never really got to experience tier sets. But I've heard about it, and I've seen like how old builds used to be and how fantastic and overpowered they used to be. So it's nice to be able to see them rendering themselves for the first time while I've been playing. Other than that, I'm not really going to explain this too much. I've got just some PvE gear for the most part. I think my back is PvP. Yeah, my back is PvP. Everything else should be PvE. I'm not getting into too deep of PvP gear. It's not really a reason to. My raiding gear, for the most part, works just as well as my PvP. So, we'll go with that. Quick match pre-made group. There we go. Pre-made groups. And I'm going to try it. Looking for carry. Okay. That's not a good way to start. Elemental Shaman. Item level required 265. I guess Challenger. There's no way he's accepting me. First of all, don't look for healers. Do not go into a group with healers. What's up, Space? Yeah, I'm recording this kind of as I'm doing it live, but also for the sake of people who come back later to watch, because I did a stream a while back, Godly Vengeance Demon Hunter PvP, and people have watched that stream recording a lot, so I thought I'd actually make a dedicated stream specifically to what I intended to be in that video, which was Demon Hunter PvP, which really didn't wind up being too much of the video, so I'm trying to amend that, since apparently there is a necessity of seeing that. Druid Feral. That guy's rated way too high, 2,000. I need somebody who's rated pretty low, like around where I'm at. 12, 1300 would be good. I don't need anybody that's rated way too highly. Earned Conquest. He's a survival hunter. He's 1365. I'll apply. We'll see. Once we get into it, I'll kind of show. Kind of show what the strategy is for playing one of these guys. Go ahead and refresh the queue. If I can't find anybody, then I'll just make a group. There's a lot of advertisements, but there's always a lot of advertisements. Whatever update it was that they did to the chat a while back didn't do much. There's just way too many people that are highly rated. What is he? Arms Warrior? I'm trying Arms Warrior. It's really best, obviously, to have a Warlock or a Rogue. I don't want to ruin anybody's rating. There's one. Okay. That is the Warrior. Alright, your win condition whenever you're playing as a tank is you've got to kill one of the DPS before they kill your guy. Howdy. Alrighty then. Ever play with a tank before? We'll see. We'll see what we can come up with. Probably going to lose the first, like, 7 or 8 matches, but we'll try it. What we got? We got a Fire Mage. And a Holy Priest. I'm not even going to say anything to this guy. I know he knows what to do. We gotta kill one of them before this guy dies. And with them having a healer and a caster, I don't know, man. I'm gonna get polymorph probably. Let's try it. Let's see. There's the mage. There's the priest. Okay. My mic boom is in the way. Alright, so like I say, I knew I was going to get polymorphed a lot. Okay. 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 Really wasn't a way for me to do that properly with my mic boom falling all over me. God damn it. There we go. Thing came loose from my desk whenever I tried to get it off my chin. Alright, so that's a grand start. What? This thing will not stay still. I can't have that happening again. I was having to hold it up with my chin and neck. That was a terrible showing. Firstly, because the DPS died instantaneously. And my macro, I've got a macro that's supposed to, yeah, it's supposed to initialize the Illidan's Grasp. It's supposed to start that if I'm casting it at somebody. And it didn't work in the match. My armor spikes worked in the match, but I could not get this to actually grab anybody. So, I don't know what the deal was there, but we'll try it again. I'm going to start a group. Let's see. What should I call the group? Yes. Don't be dissuaded by the fact that I'm a tank. I guarantee that I will out DPS you just as surely as I will outlive you. Okay, I mean, that's pretty straightforward. Learning? Say learning. I'm not going to put down a minimum PvP rating. Okay, we'll do that. I think that pretty much sums it up. Now, if my equipment will actually work with me a little bit. Yeah, like the knob is loose or something. I need to get some channel locks in here and tighten this down. Oh. Yeah, that'll hold for now. I'll hold for now. In the meantime, while I'm waiting on that to happen, I have not gone and looked at my PvP missions for the week over in Ouroboros, so go over there and take a look at that. Man, I wish this thing would not have been falling all over me during that fucking match, man. Like, that was just pathetic. I can't focus on being assaulted by my own equipment and being assaulted by two people at the same time. And that was a give me match too. Like, I was causing so much damage to those guys. That Fire Mage was taking so much damage from their Legion Decree. I just wish first of all, I wish my DPS would not have fucking died. Okay, what is this? Arena skirmishes? I don't want that shit. Solo mission? No, not doing that. What have you got? Nothing of value. Actually, do I have enough conquest to buy anything? 830? Nothing that's not gonna... Oh. What you got? 1300 rated warrior. Isn't that the warrior I just was with? Whatever. We'll try it. Nope, that's not the same warrior. Howdy. Ever play with a tank before? Just search, please. All right. Don't die first. We'll see what happens. Okay. Balance Druid. Havoc DH. Who do we fight first? Oh, first of all, I need to do this. Okay. We will absolutely lose if that druid does not die first. Like the Havoc, I can 1v1 a Havoc any day of the week. It's just a matter of the self-healing of a druid is too high for me to be able to handle. Okay, Spectral Sight. Okay, that druid show up yet? Messed up the Soul Cage. Okay. Missed that sigil. How's the dampening doing? Healing effects reduced by 14%. That's what he's depending on. Okay. He is depending on me losing my self-healing. Dampening is down to 20. What the fuck? Why am I so slow? Fuck. There it is. That took forever. I definitely did more damage than he did. God. Oh, man. Okay. Yep, he was definitely a better player, but my class insulated me against that. Pharaoh and Rhett? Okay, we'll try it. Always got to kill the one that has the higher self-healing and CC. The Rhett Pally does have Word of Glory. He has Lay on Hands. He has Divine Shield. All that kind of shit. Rhett Pally's die so fast. It's the problem is the Feral, because he has plenty of CCs and he has a lot of self-healing. They'll always be better than Rhett Pally's. Every single time. Well. Well. Okay. Ah, this guy gave up. Okay. That's that. It works. It works. Druid guys first. Pally is just way too squishy. We keep cruising. We're going to try it again. How much honor? Only 365 honor. Damn. How about that mount? 1% gained. You cannot get the mount with the Vengeance Demon Hunter. You've got to go Havoc if you're going to use a Demon Hunter for, like, serious PvP. Okay. I don't know enough about Death Knights besides the fact that I've killed them every time I've seen them. Warriors. Warriors can hurt. Just say that. Neither one of these guys can cloak. This is going to be a rush. That was mostly the warrior, but it was absolutely imperative that we kill the other warrior first. And that went beautifully. Death Knights just don't do enough damage. Okay, we keep cruising. 1% extra. One dude's name, and the Death Knight's name was I Disturb You. That's funny. And then his associate, the Warrior, was I'll Disturb You. That's good stuff. All right, we keep going. What we got? Beast Mastery and Marksmanship. I don't ever remember fighting this count before. I know those hunters with those frost traps and the tar traps, and they've got... Yeah, being first. They've got that explosive trap, which is annoying. I think we lose. Oh gosh, I hope not. It'd be embarrassing to die to 2 hunters. They're both cloaked right off the bat. Got to stay within range so my fear works. He ran right into that. Fuck, I wasted that. Alright, well, I'm dead. There's no way I'm gonna survive this. Yep. Finally, I can hear you. I was in a call. I got you. All right. I wonder why there were 2 people watching. I want hunters removed from the game. Ah, this is the first time I faced the Death Knight. What is that? Shadow and fire? Hmm. Also, they're not going to be doing any physical damage, so I'll just get that completely off. I will not even worry about armor spikes. Damn. He wants me to stay a sheep, apparently. I'm not going to be able to finish this guy off. Now he's going to eat, because I'm rooted. And now he's going to sheep me, which I think heals me up. Yeah, those hunters definitely are needing to be removed from the game. It's unacceptable. At least I keep getting sent back to 100% health every time. First aid, and I'm frozen for fucking 3 seconds. There's no way we're winning this. The CCs are way too strong. Got to get these guys out the game. Love it. Too many CCs on mage? Yeah, I hate it. I wish these characters did not exist. Fighting should be done by the sword, not by the pussy. warrior and a healer. Restoration. Druid. Obviously, the druid's got to die first. The biggest drawback is that he has infinite ability to stop me, and that's not okay. That's the biggest problem. They just need to not be able to make me not play the game, period. God, the fucking camera rotation is so annoying. And here comes the druid, because you gotta kill the druid first. Alright. Somehow I'm stunned. Alright, well now I'm just gonna have to walk slow. Hey, he healed himself back up. Cool. Nice. Alright, so we killed the warrior first. We should have killed the druid first, but that was a win. You generally have to kill the healer first. Alright. That's not a warrior, that's a marksman. What are you talking about? Well, I lost that fight. And so now I'm gonna have to deal with this shit. Stunned! Inside the fucking circle. There's no way out of that. Leave the match. I don't want to fucking see it. I'm sick of the CCs, man. CCs should be a 1-minute cooldown. Don't try it. In the olden days, it was easier to burst the damage onto the DPS than the healer. I guess nowadays it just depends on the situation, depends on who you're fighting. That's a Havoc, of course, because nobody's stupid enough to play Vengeance at PvP Arena 2v2, and Red Pally. The reason I'm playing Vengeance Demon Hunter, by the way, the thing that led me down this rabbit hole, is I don't want to fucking pay even more money, because I only have 128,000 gold to my name, to have to get a Lego for this guy. I don't want to have to relearn a new class. That was the whole point in me not wanting to switch specs, because I just don't like DPSing. DPSs, first of all, are such a limp class to start with, because like in raids you don't get to do anything but follow the tank and the healers. Ultimately your one job is to help the tank and the healers get to the end of the fight. Let's see. There's no way we're winning this. They're way too coordinated. Okay, get me unlocked, please. Get me unlocked, please. Get me unlocked, please. Get me unlocked, please. Alrighty then. Got to have one of them die in order for the match to be won. There is no other way. You cannot win a 1v2 with a Vengeance Demon Hunter. Let's see if this guy's done. Need 2 wins. You could go with a rogue or a mage or a healer or a druid or a shaman or a hunter or a basically any other class in the game. Oh my god, it's 2 fucking mages. Well, we aren't... Dude said just imprison 1. You know, imprison doesn't last that long, right? I'll do my best. Oh yeah, their names are Arena 1 and Arena 2. Fucking polymorph! Alright, well now I'm stuck here. Okay. Ring of Frost. Two mages could not kill us. The names Arena 1 and Arena 2, by the way, were something that was in my add-on. Whenever they have not been seen already, then it doesn't show their usernames. The instant that you see their names, it fills it in. Although that would be fucking hilarious if it was Arena 1 and Arena 2. I would love that. I'm going to make a character name. Well, that name's probably been taken on every single server. But that would still be funny as hell. What we got? Arms and Havoc. You're proud, man. I'm stunned. I can't believe we actually won that shit. Two mages is just a nightmare. Make sure I've got my talents correct. Sigil Mastery, yeah. Whoever's lower. Man said DHs are usually easier to kill, talking about which one to target first. It's definitely the DH. I shouldn't have activated that there. There we go. Oh, I did not damage him. Damn it. That was a huge. Alright. Warrior died first. Okie dokie, with that being said, we've been live on this for exactly 1 hour. I'm going to leave this nice and short. You've seen what a Vengeance Demon Hunter in the hands of somebody I know how to raid. I can raid very well on this guy. PvP is something I'm getting into, and I've kind of learned a little bit about how to use the PvP aspect of this character. It's not great. This class is absolutely not advisable. I am lazy. I absolutely refuse to learn another class. I've sunk so much time and effort into this character. I'm going to continue to raid with him and continue to push Mythic Keystones with him, and I will stubbornly bludgeon my head into the brick wall that is PvP in this game. There's a lot of CCs and a lot of denial of play mechanics in this game that prevent this specific specialization from being viable. In a lot of situations, in most situations, I would argue, this character fucking sucks. But if you can find a partner who is actually able to stay alive until one of them dies, you've got a shot. Because tanks, no matter the tank, can often 1v1. It's just a matter of having lots and lots of borrowed power. Well, with the class ability and the double Legos and the 4-piece tier set, 5-piece, that sort of thing. If you don't have that, Vengeance Demon Hunter is impossible to Arena 2v2 with. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and end this here. Ara and Space, thank y'all so much for stopping by. I'm about to pivot immediately to raiding. Start that in a different stream. Unless, actually, if my Discord is empty right now, let me take a gander. If nobody's said anything in my Discord, then I'm gonna play, what the fuck's it called? Crows. I could not think of the name of the first-person shooter. Probably gonna play Crows instead. Now that I think about it, pivot to playing that. Vigor, basically, what is Vigor? I know what Vigor is technically, but how does that relate to this character? Good night. You have a good night, buddy. And see you later.